The March 25th meeting of the Long Beach City Council is now called to order. Today's meeting is being conducted via teleconference. We'll begin as customary with roll call. District 1,
Here.
District 2,
Here.
District 3,
Here.
District 4,
Here.
District 5,
He is here, but we were getting some feedback. He's currently self-muted. Dave, can you unmute?
Here.
District 6,
Can you?
did I hear from District 6 or did I not? I'm sorry.
Steve is also here. Steve, can we hear you?
Here. Here.
Okay. City Manager,
Here.
City Attorney,
Here.
City Secretary.
Here.
Thank you. We're now to citizen comment portion of the meeting. Do we have any citizens like to speak, Sean?
We do not have anyone here at this time.
Very good. We'll move on to consent agenda. All items on the consent agenda will be considered together unless there are any items council would wish to pull off for separate discussion. If so, please indicate at this time.
This is Kristen. I move to approve the consent agenda.
This is Nona Snoddy. I second.
We have a motion and a second. We will have a roll call vote. District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5,
Yes.
District 6,
Yes.
very good. I vote yes as well. City Secretary, please record the vote.
Yes, sir. Motion was made by Councilmember Ishihara, seconded by Ms. Snoddy. Motion passes 7-0.
Thank you. We are now to discussion item. We will discuss our council meetings and returning to in-person meetings. I would like to start this discussion off by first saying our big concern through this whole process has been the safety of not only our citizens, but our city employees. As you all know, on March the 2nd, Governor Abbott removed the restrictions related to COVID-19, which removed the mask mandate, removed the occupancy limitations, removed requirements for mayoral approval for outdoor events. But entities are still encouraged to, continue good faith efforts to reduce risks of COVID-19. The government entities may continue to meet virtually if they so choose so. Some City of Longview boards and commissions, which often have smaller attendance and council meetings, have returned to meetings in person with social distancing and masks encouraged. City council chambers have been arranged to allow social distancing between council members when reduced staggered seating for citizens and participation is there. My concern up to this point has been the availability of vaccinations. I know there are a lot of city employees that are required to be at meetings due to their job positions that have not been eligible for vaccinations. That has now subsequently changed where we have open enrollment basically, and people can openly get vaccinations. They're still difficult to get, but we have better access. They're more available. I hope that everyone who wants a vaccine has access to those vaccines and is able to get them. Council, I assume, and it's simply an assumption, that each one of you all either have had your vaccine or have had access to one if you so desire to have one. If not, please let me know if there is a concern for you in this arena as well. Because what I don't want to do is take a chance with someone who needs to be present but hasn't had the precautions taken that are necessary from their standpoint. So if that being the case, if we do go back to open meetings, which I anticipate we will, if someone has an issue with that, we will make arrangements to bring them in another venue if necessary, if that's the case. I will say this, as I said, I anticipate going back to open meetings at our next scheduled meeting, which will be the first meeting in April. But I will require masks to be worn in council chambers at all times. If you enter council chambers, I want masks to be required. So I just think that's precautionary, and we're going to continue to abide by that as long as we have to meet in closed spaces. and in close proximity to one another. Is there any discussion upon this item from any of the council members and/or city staff?
Mayor, this is Ed Moore. I've certainly had my vaccine, being an old person. I fully endorse your requirement to have masks in the council chambers, but I'm ready to come back in person.
Thank you, Mr. Moore. I am too as well, sir.
I may have to find a YouTube video on how to tie a tie again, but other than that, I'm good to go.
Well, I'm not going to require ties at this time, Mr. Moore. I was going to bring that up in a minute. Being that we will be in open session again, council can dress as they feel appropriate themselves and what they're comfortable wearing at this point in time, because there are certain things that I do and don't wear at this point, and I'm not going to change that because I'm having an open meeting. So I'm not going to require you to come in a coat and tie. You're welcome to if that's what you're comfortable with, but that's not going to be a requirement at this point. So make that as a side note, council.
Good evening, everyone. Andy, this is Nona. Just full disclosure, I have not had the vaccine yet. I do plan on taking it, but will not be able to get it until around mid-April. So,
Right. I recognize that, Nona, and that's one of the things I wanted to make sure you were comfortable with. I know that you have that situation, and so if you're not comfortable, you just let us know. We'll continue to teleconference you in if that's what's necessary. But you make that decision yourself, okay?
to make sure that everyone else is comfortable. So, as well, with I'm probably the only one who hasn't had it as of yet, but I do plan on taking it when I can.
Very good. Thank you, Nona.
This is Kristen. I just wanted to say I look forward to coming back, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon.
Thank you, Kristen. I as well.
So this is Dave. I just want to second what Kristen says. I'm ready to be back.
Very good. I think that's the consensus of the council, and I think trust me, it's much easier to do this in person than it is over this teleconference, as we've all seen over the last year or so. It's not an easy task. It's laborious for the staff. It's difficult on all of us to talk and converse, but I do want to say that I appreciate staff's effort in making this happen over the last year, because we've been able to still conduct our business, meet the needs of the public. And I've had many people say they wish it would continue this way, because they feel they have easier access to us because they don't have to get dressed up if they want to come down and talk to us. They can talk to us from their living room or their bedroom or their kitchen and don't have to get dressed up or fix their hair. And I get that, and I'm glad that that access has been available to the public. But I feel it's time that I feel it's safe enough now that we can come back to meeting in person. If that changes, we can always revert back to where we are. But as long as council has no objections, we will plan, and staff has no objections. And I do appreciate all of the effort staff has taken to make sure the council chambers will be a safe environment for us to participate in open meetings in. If there's no issues with that, we will plan on having open meetings beginning in our first meeting in April, unless something were to change between now and then. We will move on now to items of community interest. Mr. Moore.
Next Monday, the 29th, is National Vietnam War Veterans Day. That date commemorates in 1973 the last combat troops leaving Vietnam. So if you know a Vietnam veteran, give them a call, visit with them, welcome them home, because in many cases, many were not welcomed home 50 years ago. Thank you.
Mr. Moore, thank you for always keeping us updated on the veterans. I know it holds a special place in your heart, and it does in ours as well. We appreciate your bringing that to our forefront as you do each time. Thank you so much, sir. Ms. Snoddy.
Nothing tonight, Mayor. Thank you.
Mr. Wade.
Nothing tonight, sir. Thank you very much.
Ms. Ishihara.
Nothing from me.
Mr. Wright.
Nothing tonight.
Mr. Purtle.
Nothing from me.
Yes, I would like to mention that Texas Governor Greg Abbott has appointed our very own Longview Fire Chief J.P. Stillman as chairman of the Texas Commission on Fire Protection. And J.P. has been serving on this commission for several years and is now stepping up to the chairman's position. And just want to tell J.P. congratulations, proud of you, and I know you'll do a good job.
Thank you, Mr. Bonds. I was going to say that very same thing, and I'm very proud of Chief Tillman as we visited today about this. And I know that everything the chief does, he does with full intent and a full heart, and he's amazing at what he does. And I can't help but think that the way he has helped organize and run this this vaccine hub didn't hurt his chances of being where he is. I'm sure the governor and everyone else has looked at our model and seen how efficient and how effective it's been, and Chief Stillman has been a huge part of that. So I appreciate his efforts and everything that he does representing our city. He does it so well, and I'm very proud of him and proud to have him as our fire chief. Speaking of COVID, we'll have a quick update. To date, we have given 25,460 first vaccines, 14,635 second vaccines, for a total of 40,098 vaccines at the hub, the My Shot Now clinic at the fairgrounds. So we've given over 40,000 vaccines just in that one location. There have been many other places giving vaccines in our community, so I'm sure the number is far greater than this, with all of the pharmacies and stores and the diagnostic clinics and other places having these vaccine opportunities. I'm glad to see the high number of vaccinations taking place in our community, which has to correlate with the low number of hospitalizations that we have right now. We're down lower than we've been in a long time, and it's great news for not only the citizens, but our hospital workers and first responders who have had to battle this for over a year now. So I'm glad to see this taking a turn. I hope it continues into the summer months as we get warmer, and we'll continue to get vaccines as they're available, and people who want them will get them. So I'm glad that we're to this point, and I hope it continues to spiral downward instead of spiral upward like we've been fighting for so many months. So how about something happy? Longview's 150th birthday. Longview was founded in 1870, but on May 17th, 1871, we officially became a chartered city. From our original 100 acres along a railroad track to a thriving regional hub, Longview has a lot to be proud of and even more to look forward to. So I invite you to join us in celebrating Longview's 150th birthday on Monday, May 17th. Instead of having one big party, we're hoping there will be many MINI parentheses celebrations all over town with your work group, school, family, or friends. Sing happy birthday, eat cake, take a photo with a happy birthday Longview on your business marquee. Just get creative and celebrate with us. Go to longviewtexas.gov/150. Let us know how you're going to celebrate. You may win a Longview 150 prize package, and who knows, I might even show up to celebrate with you. Make sure to tag your photos and videos with the hashtag Longview150 and hashtag HBD Longview to make sure your celebration is part of the active and archives for our future generations to look back on. You know, this is a neat little deal. Dr. Johnson, who's always looking on the happy side of things. That's why I love Dr. so much. He came to me with this idea and he said, "What about it, Mayor?" And I said, "Dr., why not? Why not celebrate something that we can enjoy and have a happy birthday?" So I appreciate his efforts in moving this thing forward. I just had to run with it, do what you can do, and he's done a great job. So I look forward to our city celebrating this together on Monday, May the 17th. It's a great day in our heritage. We have a lot to be thankful for and a lot to be proud of in our community over the last 150 years. So I hope we'll all get together and celebrate Happy Birthday Longview on Monday, May 17th. Send us your pictures and whatnot, and let us celebrate with you. So I look forward to all that. Next, we're going to talk about the scholarship. We still have seniors from Longview, Pine Tree, Spring Hill, and Hallsville who are eligible, and our residents of Longview are encouraged to apply for the $2,000 Mayor Scholarship. Applications are due Thursday, April the 15th. Learn more and apply online at longviewtexas.gov/scholarships. I hope you guys and gals will get out there and give us your one-page essay on what are your top 5 reasons to bring someone to Longview. What do you think makes us so special? I look forward to reading these essays and choosing a winner, choosing 4 winners as we do every year. So I'm looking forward to that, and I look forward to seeing you all again in person in April. So if there's nothing else, God bless you all. We'll be adjourned.